Topping news tonight at 5, a Siouxland staple is returning to Sioux City. Now, back in 2017, this business closed down for good, or so we thought. For 99 years, Coney Island was a comfort spot for Siouxlanders, serving up hot dogs and bubblegum ice cream. Now, back in 1918, Greek immigrant George Margis opened Coney Island. The rest was history. The restaurant continued with George's son, Steve Margis, but following his passing in May of 2017, Coney Island closed their doors for good. That was until signs went up along Floyd Boulevard in Sioux City just last week, which left many people wondering whether Coney Island was coming back. KTIV's Kaylee Dobbs takes a closer look.
Yes, it's official. Coney Island is coming back to Sioux City, and the new owners hope to open up next month.
Talk about a relishing surprise.
Well, it's kind of crazy because I didn't even know the signs were going up. I thought they were going to go up in a couple weeks. And then all of a sudden I'm getting floods of phone calls and people are, literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
Joel and Kimmy McGee of Sioux City are now the top dogs behind the comeback. The idea came from their love for the beloved Siouxland staple.
Well, Coney Island was my favorite place to go. My first job was at George's Number One back when I was 14 years old. And so I thought it was just a shame to have the Coneys all be gone.
Photos of the signs have circulated on social media, leaving many people wondering, is Coney Island really coming back? And more importantly, will it be the same recipe?
And yes, the recipe is going to be exactly the same. In fact, George Margis, one of the original owners, is actually going to be working there to get us started, and it's going to be perfect. Everything is going to be identical.
From the dog to the chili to the bun, this comeback isn't just mustering up memories. It's serving up the same Coney Island Siouxland knows and loves.
April 15th, that's the day they're hoping to be ready for customers in Sioux City. Kaylee Dobbs, KTIV News 4.
Kaylee, thanks, and I'm sure there's going to be a line. The new location will be at 2519 Hamilton Boulevard in Sioux City, and it will be the first Coney Island, by the way, to feature a drive-through. McGee says the goal is to make Siouxlanders feel like they're stepping in a time machine. It's going to be decorated like a 50s diner, and there, of course, will be a jukebox.